So right now we've got all these CDNs floating around. The goal is to get rid of them. We're going to need React, React DOM, React Router DOM, Redux, and React Redux. We don't need Babel anymore anyway, but let's actually set this up. I'm going to install React, React DOM, React Router DOM, Redux, and React Redux. And again, if we were using Axios or Moment or that sort of thing, we would need them as well. And I'm going to end up doing save dev. So once these end up getting loaded, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this out. The only thing that I'm going to have is my main file. And I'm going to go back to my index here and start bringing in what I need to bring in. So I'm going to use the import syntax, import React from React, import React DOM from React DOM. I'm going to import Redux from Redux, or at least I'm going to attempt to. And I'm going to import React Redux from React Redux. And I think I've got one more. I'm going to import React Router DOM from React Router DOM. Again, you could actually, save a file that sets some of this up for you. But let's try this. And running Webpack here. Let's just take a quick look. I've got it's an easy one. Quote here. Probably got another one here. Let's take a look. So I've got a couple of messages that are important here. And what this is telling me is, hey, look, you know what? We don't have an export default. So if you want stuff, you have to name it. And we're actually naming it here already. So we know that from React Redux, we need from Redux, we need connect, we need create store, and we need combine reducers. And once we end up doing that, we could take this line out. And one of those messages should end up going away. From React Redux, we need to get, we see it on line 7 here, we need to get provider and connect. Provider is capitalized, connect, and we'll make the second one of these messages go away. And we'll still have one more from React Router DOM, and that's this one over here. So we could actually go in, copy and paste, but let's just type it in. It's hash router, link, and route. And now we can get rid of this. And now all those messages go away. And let's just double check that we're still working, which we still are. So the thing here was to get rid of all of our CDNs, have everything in our package.json. And again, as you're doing this, you know what, I think I made a little bit of a mistake by not saving dev, but let's double check that in a second. The important thing is that we ended up setting this up and getting rid of our dependencies here. And if you ever, I think I just forgot to close that file. I think it's in there. Let's just double check. No, I actually have them here. So this is really all the dev dependencies that you need. We don't have any real server app, so eventually we'll have some dependencies for Express, Sequelize, whatever else you're using. And then one last thing that I will put here is that when we eventually go to deploy this app, we're going to want to have it build our folder there. So always make sure you end up putting this in. You'll find out pretty easily because it won't find your file, but eventually we'll end up doing a deployment on this.